We hope you enjoy listening to this podcast of St. Louis on the Air, brought to you by University College at Washington University, with undergraduate and graduate programs part-time, evening, and online. University College at Washington University, offering world-class education within reach.
Welcome to St. Louis on the Air. I'm Don Marr. The LouFest cancellation leaves a big gap in the weekend plans of thousands of area residents and out-of-towners who made plans to be in St. Louis for the event. But to a large degree, that gap is being filled, and our Sharing America editor, Holly Edgell, joins me to talk about some of our weekend options. And we do have some, Holly. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is not my usual beat, but I got pulled into the big news of the week, and it was kind of exciting to actually see some of these things come together. So I have some events that are new and are sort of post-LouFest have been pulled together, and then I'll list some stuff that was already happening because there's always something going on in St. Louis.
We may not be able to get to all of these things, but they'll be on our website.
Right. People can look for the story, things to do this weekend now that LouFest has been canceled on our website or in our app. The big one that a lot of people were coming to LouFest for was, of course, Robert Plant. That is happening, but it's happening at the pageant, and that's going to be on Sunday. That's pretty exciting for those fans, a lot of out-of-towners coming for that. Then the other thing that people were looking forward to was the LouFest comedy stage. That is actually going to happen as well at the Southtown Pub, and that's going to be on Saturday. So no fear, you can still get your comedy on, and that is free. So that's exciting. Also, jazz. There was going to be a big jazz and heritage group, local and regional and national players at LouFest. That's going to be also resurrected at the Grandel. So that's going to be on Sunday, an 8-hour free jazz festival. Basically, it's called the Sound of St. Louis Jazz Showcase. Again, that's Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. So you could literally absorb jazz for 8 hours starting on Sunday.
If the weather cooperates, and I imagine many of these events will be outside, some inside, of course.
Some inside. Yeah. A couple of things have already moved inside that were already planned. The Alton Jazz and Wine Festival is now going to be at the Argosy Casino. Mm-hmm. But again, you could do some jazz on Sunday at the Grandel, and then you could also do some jazz on Saturday in Alton if you really wanted to immerse yourself in that. So that was already planned, and that's still going on. Also, there's Pooh Fest. Now, Pooh Fest is sort of a quirkier, or sort of offbeat version of LouFest. They really pride themselves on a diverse lineup of independent artists, local, national. A couple of the local acts are 18 and Counting, as well as the Conformists. They're going to be there. That's Saturday on Cherokee Street and Sunday also on Cherokee Street. So that's Pooh Fest.
If you're going to call it Pooh Fest, it better be quirky.
It's pretty quirky. And, of course, the St. Louis Art Fair. This is a great alternative if you're looking for that festival kind of vibe, because it's in downtown Clayton. It runs from Friday through Sunday. That not only do they have the 181 vendors, but it's music there too. So they're going to have 3 music stages, plenty of food. That is free, of course, unless you want to buy art. So that's pretty exciting. So there's stuff happening. And
also what we've noticed is that there's a coming together. There are restaurants and places like that are helping each other out because they ordered a lot of food that wouldn't otherwise be sold.
There's a really neat story we have up on the site by Shayla Farzan about Joya's Deli ordered more than 1,000 pounds of beef, and now they've had so much support from local businesses who have called in and said we can use that money, that beef in our event. So that's a coming together. And also a great event on Sunday at the Wild Carrot venue in Shaw. The St. Louis Women's Creative is doing a pop-up. They had already planned it, but they're also opening that up to vendors who would have sold merchandise at LouFest. So that's going to be on Sunday starting at noon, the Wild Carrot. So these are some supportive ways in which people are really coming together.
And we had the folks from Sauce Magazine on the other day, and they were saying that a number of restaurants are helping those people who did buy additional supplies anticipating crowds so that they can kind of ease that burden on them.
Absolutely.
That's a great St. Louis story.
It is a great St. Louis story.
Holly Edgell, thank you so much. A reminder that all of this information and more will be on our website.
Right, it's on there right now. Thanks,
okay.
Don.
Thanks to Holly Edgell for helping us plan for a LouFest-free weekend. This is St. Louis on the Air on St. Louis Public Radio, 90.7 KWMU.
Support comes from the Missouri Forest Products Association, providing more than 41,000 jobs in the production of wood pallets, railroad ties, white oak barrels, hardwood floors, and more. Details at choosewood.com.